So here it is, Mission 12, the final mission of the Epsom campaign. Now, I notice here that it says it's a dive bombing mission. That is a bit weird because the Spitfire doesn't have bombs yet. So I have to assume the best and think that must be in preparation for when they do actually release bombs for the Spitfire. So I presume also that means we can use our guns on whatever target it is we're supposed to attack. Scrolling down here, it says it's a pre-planned target south of Caen. A group of vehicles and tents is believed to be a logistics depot that's been identified near La Moissonnière. The objective is to prevent reinforcements coming up to the lines. The target is out of range for artillery smoke marking, but a target package including location and photos is included below. Okay, the rest of this looks like pretty standard stuff. Most of the Luftwaffe have pulled back to bases in the Paris area. I don't know if that's always been the way. Scrolling through, okay, basically we just go straight south on 171, straight to the target, 18 nautical miles. Okay, that's a 5-minute flight, really. That's really close, just south of Caen. Ah, there we go, yeah. So tents just south of a forest. Okay, we can use guns on those, that's not too disheartening. Okay, alright, we're probably going to have to refer to those aerial photos, I think, once we're in the sim. Good, okay, so it looks like we're doing a strafing run, otherwise known as dive bombing. Right, final mission of the campaign. We shall see you in there in just a moment. Okay, we're in. Checking my instruments. Oh yes, it's an evening mission, alright. What are we at? 25 past 7. And the sun is just on its way down. That is, well, it should be the northwest. Okay, before we go too far, I actually want to bring up the knee board and that first leg south towards the target area. I just want to skip past all these. This one here. So the first heading is 171. And, that's a nice image there. Finger, blah, blah, blah. Okay, fine. That all looks pretty... there we go. We've even got the timing for the leg here. 6 minutes at 200 miles per hour. Yeah, well, 10th of an hour, so that makes sense. And this looks pretty good here. This image is taken from the planned approach on 17. Okay, so basically I'm looking for this bend in the Orne River in order to find this target. Okay, good. What I'll probably have to do is refer to that again, I expect, because finding individual ground targets is not easy at all, and we're not going to use the F10 map. Well, I'm going to try not to use the F10 map. If I just get completely lost, then obviously I'll refer to the F10 map. But I'm going to try and do this without making reference. Let's get permission to start. Magneto, switch covers, prime the engine. Probably need a reasonable amount of prime. My wingman is starting up. Brakes on. Okay, they're off to the left there. Okay, I'm going to put the guns to the fire position. Close the canopy. The threshold is off to the right, and it appears we may have some kind of crosswind. See how the nav lights on. We'll see how strong that crosswind is. You'll notice the clouds are glowing a very bright white color. That is the hangover, another one of the hangovers from the DCS1 lighting system. The top level clouds, the cirrus or the stratus or whatever the hell they are up there, they reflect the orange of the lowering sun, but these other clouds, these cumulus that are lower, they don't reflect the color of the sky, so you end up with this weird situation where you get these very pale white clouds. Oh, we need to request takeoff. Pale white clouds, even though the sun is setting, but they eventually do go darker. It's just during this transition period where they tend to glow a bit fluorescently like this. Okay, I have just realized that my radio controls volume was turned down. I did that when I was I think that was in the last mission actually, I can't recall. I may have done that when I was online. Now I don't know if I've got permission to take off now. Okay, I must have permission because I only have the option to abort takeoff. Let's try and get this aeroplane. There we go. Looks like we're pointing in the right direction now. So I'm going to try and do a fairly tight orbit here over the field. Oh geez, come on. I just pushed a bit heavily on the stick there. I just pushed a bit heavily forward and the nose dropped a bit fast and we bounced stuff into a takeoff, but we had enough forward speed, so no harm done. Gear up, change to channel Delta, and make a right hand turn. Here's a nice view. Those of you who have been looking at the Eagle Dynamics forums, you'll recognize this very view here, because Bunyap posted a screenshot that looked pretty similar to this. Okay. My wingmen are all getting themselves airborne. So the airfield is right underneath us almost. I've got the second section now getting airborne. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fly right over the center line, perpendicular, and then just as we hit the airfield I'm going to turn on to 171, or as close to 171 as I can. I've just realized that I never set the altimeter, but I know that it starts set to about 1,000 feet higher than it needs to be, so I'm going to just drop that back. I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 formations of aircraft long ahead of me. 9 formations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 formations of 4 aircraft plus my 8. There are 48 aircraft in the sky at the moment. Okay, turn on to 171. We need to get right onto the correct bearing quickly, otherwise for every minute that we're on the wrong heading we're gonna... And I need to be looking for, once we get past Caen, I need to be looking for that bend in the Warn River. There we go, there's 2 formations of aircraft just passing through my gun sight now. 2 formations of 4, moving right to left. They're quite a few kilometres away, 3 or 4 kilometres away, and I can make out that they're Spitfires from here. And then I've got formation. Another one over there. They're everywhere. The sky is loaded with aircraft. Let's turn the lights off now. Basically on max continuous settings, I'm on 170172, around there somewhere. So my heading is correct. And we are going to just climb on this heading until I am past Caen. Caen is over here. So once we get past Caen, we'll pick up the Orne River. And we'll try and... Okay, I've got some... yeah, air defense targets. Ugh. Okay, now I've got this... Over here, I've got bends in a river. I don't know if that's the Orne. Yeah, that's got... Oh, wait. Okay, that's got to be the Orne River there. And I can see it going around some corners. So, once we get a bit closer... I don't really want to know about that, guys. I may have to turn the radio off. I may have to turn the radio comms back off again. That's a beautiful sight. Okay, looking at the Orne River down here, I'm looking for. Let's open this kneeboard because it's only a 5 or 6 minute flight. Okay, a right-hand sort of bulge as we go towards the south with a forest on the left-hand side of it, and then thin forests on the river. I'm going to drop the nose here. A right-hand bulge. There's a right... Ah, that's almost it. Certainly. Right here. Yes, left-hand, right-hand bulge. A large or medium-sized forest with slithers. Okay, I'm pretty much bang on course here. Let's just check. This matches up. Yeah, that almost matches up perfectly. Look at that. In front of me and on the map. Now, then there is a town called Pro something. Yeah, Probocage. To the right of the river. Then rail bridge. Oh, shit, we're taking fire. Then a rail bridge. Jeez. A rail bridge. There's the rail bridge. Just left of my pipper. Is it rail bridge? Ah, I think I see the target. There's a bunch of tents over here. There's a bunch of tents in a field right there where my cursor is. Just south of a tree line. Now, where's the target? Is there another image? Here we go. Okay, up against a rail line, there should be a bunch of tents. Oh, is there more than one target here? Okay, I think I see it. Yep, it's that group of tents there in that field. There's the straight line, there's the tents, and there should be a forested area right next to them. That's the target. Okay. I'm going to get the second section to attack any... Attack prime... No, attack... Yeah. Let's go with attack ground targets. I'm going to go with my section... My section engage... Engage air defense. Ooh. Yeah. Okay, so the target should be right underneath me now. I've just lost sight of it. Where's it gone? Looking for all those... Oh, it's hard to spot now. Okay, my guys are all getting excited and making attacks. Oh, I can't see the bloody target. So there's the bend in the river up there. It comes down, then there's the rail bridge. And then it should be... This perspex wasn't so fucking scratched. There. There? No. I need to be coming in from the north because then I've got the sun at my back. Very difficult to attack the sun at the 3 o'clock position. There. In that shadowed field, there's already something smoking in. Okay, I'm running in for an attack. Wow, it's not easy to spot this. Especially with the reflections on the canopy glass. Okay, I'm going to make a run in on some of these tents here. What is that? It looks like there's maybe a ground unit in this field here. I'm going to go for a tent though. Okay, pull up. Try and stay low here. Okay, get for some airspeed. Now, hopefully the target's marked a bit better now. I'm going to tell the second section to go for the primary target now. Okay, where's the target? There it is. I can see smoke in the field now, which is good. Just marking the target for me. There we go, running in. I've got tents at the back here. I'll go after them. And a vehicle there. Can I hit that vehicle? Oh, I got close to the ground then. Now we've got some stuff burning. Okay, there's a tent this side, just past the tree line. And then at the back of that, there's a couple of vehicles parked in between. Okay, wingman number 2, attack air defense. He just spotted one, which is why I'm getting him to attack it. If he hadn't have spotted it, I wouldn't have. It looks like my wingmen are quite far away. I don't actually see them here attacking this target. Looks like I'm the only one that's actually attacking this specific target. They're all in the neighborhood attacking other things. Never mind. I don't see. There we go. There's the tent that I was thinking about. I'm going to try and drop my ammunition over this tree line into that. I was a bit too shallow on my attack angle there, so I didn't want to point straight at the target. I had to use the bullet drop. Otherwise I would have hit the trees. It looks like we've got some stars just starting to poke through now, yep. And there is flak coming up. There's a wingman. Finally someone's joining. Ah, there's a couple of other aircraft over there. I can see the glinting. Okay, oh, it looks like my flight's all formed up again. Flight, engage. Let's go with general F5 utility vehicles. There's the target area. Looking at what we've got left. There's still a couple of vehicles and quite a few tents in the middle of the target. I'm going to try and get over here and make an attack basically along... Oh, Jesus. I'll use the edge of these two forests here as my run-in angle. Just underneath my right wing now. Turn right and I use this angle here. Oh, it's not going to be easy to find the target though again. Where is it now? There. Whoa, I've got to turn in quite sharply. Performance is very good. There's been almost no stutters whatsoever. There we go. Let's hit those tents there. Strafe that area. Give it a good wallop. What I'll do is I'll just put the frame counter on. Okay, I'm getting about 30 to 60 frames. It's a bit erratic. It's not holding steady, but it feels very smooth. So slightly lower frame rate than I've had, but no real major stutters. And there we are, 60 frames up here. So that's pretty good performance. Certainly. Oh, okay. I've got one wingman smoking here. I think that's my number 2. He's going to RTB. Wingman. Navigation. Return to base. Okay, I think we can all get out of here now. There's the target area. We've destroyed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tents. 1, 2, 3, 4 vehicles. There's 2 or 3 tents left, but I'm pretty sure that was the target. So I'm gonna get everyone out of here. Second section. RTB. And my flight. Return to base. It's flat. Okay, full throttle. I'm just going to really power it on here just to get away from some of this ground fire. Still just see the target smoking way off in the distance back there. Get ourselves out of this whole area. There's the river. I think that target up there, I think my wingman might have attacked there, one of the sections. They might have just gone after a different objective, but that's okay. Okay, boost pressure back now. We have used up quite a lot of ammunition, so I'm not going to continue with the patrol today. We are going to call it quits. We're going to get back home, and we're going to get these babies down on the ground. Coming up to KPK Airfield, I'm almost directly on top of it here. Frame rate steady about 50, so that's totally playable. There we are, this is the beautiful... I've got an aircraft back here, I can just make it out. Oh, there's ground fire coming up at him too, poor bugger. Get yourselves home, boys, get yourselves home. Let's climb. Let's climb really steeply just for a couple of seconds. Trim it out, just so we can gain 1,000 feet or so. And then we'll go into a dive. Come left, away from the car. Just about to fly over KPK Airfield here. I'm a bit nervous about that. Okay, full boost. Try and get across the other side of KPK as quickly as we can. And I'm going to weave a bit here to the west and then the north just to try and avoid ground fire. And then we have to think about landing in the relative dark actually. This could be interesting. Start looking for our airfield. Should be just to the left of a... That's Berstram, too far. Should be just to the left of that. There it is. There's our airfield there. Just the side of those ships that are steaming along to the west. Okay, I'll put a radio call in then and we'll try and get ourselves accepted for... The nav light's on soon. I'm out of trim. Let's resolve that little situation. Runway 27 is the active grid, and that is the field right over there. I'm going to slow down, and we're going to come in pretty much perpendicular to the runway. Okay, we're clear for visual approach. Right. I can request landing now if I want to. Let's just have a visual. See how the field looks. Yeah, I'm going to request visual. Lights on. Request landing. And we'll turn on to final left in a second. Full fine pitch. I can hear the other aeroplanes overhauling me now. There they are. Ah, did I tell them all to RTB? I think I did. Flight, navigation, return to base. Second section, RTB. Okay, there's the airfield over here. I think we're going to be too fast to turn in. Actually, we might be okay. I'm only doing 180, 160 even. So I can actually drop the gear and flaps now. We're going to be very steep though if we take this as our approach. I'm a bit worried about that. Let's go with flaps first. I'm above the 140. I'm just going to drop them and then raise them again. There we go. Now we're at 140. I'll put the gear down. Gear's coming down. We're going to be on a steep approach here. And there are a lot of vehicles and things parked in the middle of the field. I don't think I'd seen those before. Okay, there's the nose drop. That's just me pushing the flaps down. I'm going to go for a landing halfway down, I think, because we're going to be too fast to use the threshold. We're going to have to be really steep here anyway. Slip indicator looks good. We might be alright to use the... Oh yeah, we're slowing up now. I can actually put some sauce on. Good. Okay. This is not the worst approach I've done. I don't think it's going to be a great landing. I can feel that we're a bit sloppy, but let's use the engine a bit here. Very dark. I'm having trouble seeing now where the ground is. Most of the field has actually got trees that are shadowing it. I need engine. Okay. Whoa. Right. Okay. And there we are. We've bounced up. Going around. Just bounced up a bit there. Gear up. Flaps up. Right. I'm going to do a go around. Get the nose over. Oh, we're slow. That was the flap coming up there. Had a sudden nose bump because we were trimmed so high. Okay, we're gonna have another attempt at this. Let's get slow. Trim the nose down. Try again. Wow, my nose is really trimmed up. I'll go for one level of nose up trim. And the rudder. Right, let's try again. Here we go, left turn. Someone else is on finals, I think, yeah? Yeah, this could be a problem. Now, look at his angle. He's really shallow. AI lands very shallow. That's interesting. Yeah, I may use the taxiway here. Okay, there we go, landing with another chap. Oh, it's dark, much darker. Okay, I'm going to use the taxiway. You land on the main runway, mate. I'll use the taxiway. How's the airspeed? Very fast. Chop that back. I've just gone whizzing past that guy. Okay, let's try this again. Feels very slow. We're sinking. Throttle on. Okay, we're over the apron now, which means we should be over the taxiway now. Oh, there's the bounce. It's not so bad. Oh, there we go. Oh, shit. Okay, wheels are down. Oh, I've got to put some brakes on here. Left, right on the rudder. Left, right on the rudder. There we go. Oh, we landed on the taxiway. Very good. Okay, and that means he should still be able to get down. Or did he have to go around? Oh, I think I forced him to go around. Okay, well that's quite difficult actually. Landing in the dark was quite tricky. I really didn't want to go around again because if all these AI are going to be landing one after the other, then it would be quite a wait, I think. It would be pitch black by the time we finally got down. And there's the guy that's damaged. He still hasn't set his airplane down. You really need to land that thing, mate. You can't go around in circles all night with the amount of garbage spilling out the back of that airplane. Look at this. We've got a flight of 4 aircraft here, another flight of 3 or 4 here, 2 there, 1 there, 1 there. Very, very busy sky around here right now. So there we go. That was the final mission of the Epsom campaign. I'm going to post a sort of follow-up video. And that will be, turn off the radios, that will be hopefully uploaded in the next 24 hours. Thanks to Bunyip, Wags, and others who have, lean the mixture, whoopsie, who have produced this campaign. It's nice that we've got something quite chunky actually for a single player. So yeah, we'll discuss that shortly. Let's have a quick look here at the visuals we've got. Nice view there. Actually, those flaps can come up, can't they? And we may just have to get ourselves a screenshot or two here for the purposes of the video. There's a nice one. This guy's been hit. This guy's been hit, and it's interesting. He's leaking what looks like coolant from the left-hand wing tip. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be coming out of the radiator, or whether there's some sort of reservoir that's spilling down to the end of the wing. Anyway, we can spend all day looking at screenshot opportunities. There we go. Mission 12 is complete. We have survived. It's time for tea and a few medals, I think.